Alright, so from here to the house, it's about 3 feet. And from here to the steps is 10 feet. From here to the house, it's 7 feet. From here to the steps, it's about 3 feet, or just under 3 feet. And from here over there, it's 10 feet. So to give you an idea of how much you need if you're not sure, but I always keep in mind your plants. Like for instance, these spirea. By the way, most of these plants I got on clearance. Some I got for free, like this crepe myrtle, and those are dwarf crepe myrtle. I'm just hoping to fill this spot and not use as much mulch. Anyway, keep in mind your plants, how much do they spread, how when they touch the ground, you won't need to add any mulch. For instance, I planted all my plants a little high. I did it on purpose, and that's why I'm mulching. And so if I had planted this any deeper, it would have been touching the ground. But since I didn't plant it deeper, I have to mulch a little bit. These are dwarf spirea, or dwarf size, 15 inches tall, sun drop spirea. 12 to 15 inches high, 2 to 3 feet wide. And these are red play spirea, something like that. Double play red. So that crepe myrtle will be the pillar of my garden bed. But let's get started. And if you plant your spirea or your plants deeper, first off, don't plant them too deep unless you know what kind of plant you have. Some plants don't like wet feet, but if you have this plant or a spirea or a similar shrub, you obviously won't need to mound it up because the foliage will be touching the ground. Alright, so you can see right there's the base of the shrub, and I'm just going to mound it up to there. Okay, so far I've used 2 bags, and this is what it has covered. This one, as you can see, look how high I planted it. There's a ringgold. You can see all the roots right there. I'm going to mound that up with some soil and then some mulch. This one, it's not too bad. It's a little bit deeper than the other sun drops. Okay, so I ended up using 4 bags. For the most part, it's like half an inch thick, maybe an inch, inch and a half, some in a couple spots, but for the most part, it's half an inch. And I had to take out that crab metal, but that's another story. I didn't take it out, I just changed it and moved it a little bit. But yeah, 4 bags. So this is how it looks. This I mulched yesterday. That's why it looks a little dry. And I'll be going around with this tape measure to give you an idea of how much is in certain spots. For the most part, it's maybe 3/4 of an inch. Other spots, like right here, it's a little bit thicker. So you can see it's pretty thick right there. That's 2 inches. Here's another spot I know is thick. Also 2, maybe 2.5 inches. So those 2 spots are thick. Right here is also another 2, possibly 3 inches right there. And then the rest of the spots, maybe half an inch or an inch. So right there, it's about an inch. Right here, probably another inch or a half inch. It's about an inch. Another inch right there. Or yeah, inch. Here, another inch or so. In between that ringgold and that spirea, it's probably half an inch. Here's a rock, so it's about an inch or so. And remember, I mounted a couple of these up, like this one. Mounted it up, just don't put the mulch next to the trunk of the shrub. Also this one, I mounted it up. one I mounded up a little bit. First I put soil around it, then I mounded up. This one I planted a little bit deeper, so that was fine. I just put a couple under the foliage. And like I said, don't let it touch the trunk of the shrub or tree. So in this garden bed, the mulch is a little bit thicker. I use 2 bags, and places where I know it's thicker is between the iris and the liriape, because I planted them a little bit high. Like these guys, they like to be planted high, so I know it's thick in those, between those. So this is a good 3 inches. Same deal over here. Maybe 2 inches over here. 2 inches right there. In between these ones, that's just over 3 inches. About 3 inches. Same deal here. So this is 2 bags, like I said, and then between the plants, it's 2 or 3 inches. By the way, those in the back, I put a few in the back. Those are dwarf crepe myrtle. I just planted them, took them out from someone else's yard, and put them here in my yard. Those will get about, see I have like 6 over here, 6 or 7. They'll get about 3 to 4 feet height and width. So this garden bed will be a little bit crowded, but I'll try to keep it looking good. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, over here is 2 bags of mulch with an average layer of 2 inches. So I bought 6 bags of mulch. That's what I was estimating, and that's what I ended up using. 6 bags of mulch for both of these garden beds. So I'll probably add another ½ inch or so before the season is over, before the ground starts to freeze up. But hopefully that gives you an idea of how much to use. And I'm hoping that crepe myrtle, I just saw the large branch, it's still alive, so that crepe myrtle will be the pillar of this garden bed. I'm hoping to train it into a tree-like form, or then I put a stake back there. And I'll probably zip tie it, or put some baling twine around that branch, keep it nice and straight. But I hope you liked the video. I hope that helps if you've never mulched before. So thank you for watching.